Hello again, folks. Knux here again. We're back with the zombie map, or zombie maps that we've made, and this time we're going to take a quick look at the better arena, in my opinion. So yeah, let's just take a quick look in here. This is more accommodating for more players. There's no beds in this one because I don't know why there are no beds in here. I don't think if you respawn, I don't think you're going to respawn that far away, and you're supposed to respawn in the arena anyway. In there, I shouldn't have done that really, but ooh, there we go. See, I'm terrible for knocking them blocks out. So yeah, you don't spawn that far away, and when the match is over, I think you just respawn back in this room anyway. So, again, the rules, I think there are some tips in this one as well. Oh no, that's just the instructions to get the level started, and this is just the rules. Again, the chests, these ones in here are a bit more stocked out. And yeah, so we'll take a look at the spectators area quickly. This is just this part up here, and you can go all the way around, and you can see into the arena. And right now, oh look, there's a little creeper over there. Hi, buddy. If you flick this switch just before the match begins, and it takes it into the that's for the sort of, just to keep it so mobs don't spawn, but as you can see, it works perfectly. But the thing with this is, with the lights off, it sort of looks a bit more arena-ish. Well, not arena-ish, but it's sort of more adds a bit more effect, I feel. So I turn that back on, and the lights around the top edge there will come back on. We'll leave them on for the purpose of this demonstration. So this is sort of like the little control room. That arena over there, unfortunately, doesn't have one of these. So every time we want to have a zombies match in there, we need to knock the glowstone out of the corners, make sure the power's off, all sorts of stuff. With this one, we can just come in here, turn that light off, and then get involved in the game. I'll just show you this last little bit of the view area, and then we can go down into the match. Or we can go down into the arena. And I can't actually jump up here, it's a bit of a flawed design. I can't fly out of here, annoyingly. So there we go. I'll just get rid of that. Now this arena is slightly different. It's a bit more compact, and it doesn't have the sort of recuperation lounge, but it does have this respawn box. So again, you press a button that we were going to put up here, and you can see with this one it's not all glass, so there is a place to put a button on this respawn point. At the moment it's just a fence gate, because we were having some problems with the buyability, so we just set it so that when the game was over you came back in automatically, and I think we've sorted most of those problems, which is nice. These are the new design, well, these are the second design of the dispensers that we had, but again, these were, you needed to destroy the back of them to refill the dispensers, so that wasn't too good. Here's a smaller farming area, because we felt the other one was a bit large for what it was doing. So here's the power room, again 1000, because obviously it's, hello, because obviously it's hard work, and you can't, it's not supposed to be an easy thing turning the power on, but once you do, this place lights up, which opens this room, and normally in our maps this would lead to either a new level or one of these rooms, I guess, one of these enchantment rooms. And then if it did lead to an enchantment room, there'd be a second objective in which you'd have to turn on something else to then leave the level, like to power rail or something like that. So yeah, this is the random block box, and the buttons are now on the front of the box, which makes things it makes things a lot more compact and easier, and they still work perfectly. Have I got any? Yeah, we'll get some black wool quickly. Ooh. So we'll just knock this out, and in this one again more random items. So there's a bit of leather, iron ore, that sort of thing. Pumpkin again, iron blocks, so you can make your iron golems or golems. So that's that. And it works with the button on the front, which is nice. I like this. Obviously you're going to need somewhere to craft all this stuff, and again we've got a safe house that you can buy. A little chest here in the corner full of random goodies. More random goodies here, and obviously crafting benches and furnaces, so all the goodies that you find in the level are available to just use as soon as you can buy the safe room. So that's that. I need to stop saying when I'm doing these let's plays, it's quite bad. This is another one of those bonus rooms, and again it's got sort of like tools in there that need this room or that room unlocked in order to use them. The main sort of path behind this level, I imagine, after testing it, would be this route up here, and you sort of fight a few of them up on the stairs, run around the top. There's stuff to buy on the wall here. Iron sword, 500 of your points, and 400 for a random weapon, but I think the random weapons in that box are slightly better. And you come across that sort of area over here. I need to protect, or find a sort of mod that protects blocks to stop them from being destroyed. But as you fight your way over here, you can run across and get over here. The armor machine is over here, the food machine is down there, but the armor machine is there. And again, 450, but you get pretty decent kit from it. And then you run back round here, so there is a sort of big loop that you can run to this level. However, your weapons will run out, sort of. In the later rounds, your sword starts to run out, or stone swords and iron swords sort of run out halfway round. Obviously the iron sword lasts a bit longer, but when you're fighting off hordes of zombies, them swords go down really quick. There's another way to go down here. This is probably Enderman at work. I don't know if they can pick up fences. And this looks a bit incomplete, so just do a bit of spot fixing. I might. Yeah, that looks alright. Again, you can buy arrows off of here. So that's just generally the second envisionment, and this is the map that we're going to be using to display what this mod is kind of like and how it works. There's sort of secret routes around here as well. There's a chest over there. Spoilers. More secret routes, and again these are good for running round. There might be a hidden track in this level. I can't remember. I think there is, yeah. Yeah, there probably is. But don't hold me to that. This level, again, has only got 3 spawn points, and they're highlighted by these red pads instead of the stone brick this time. So there's one there, and there's one over there that I just showed you, and there's one there as well. So they're all sort of scattered to make sure that you've got sort of a distance between them, but you will get hoarded quite easily. Now for this part, I'm gonna start a new video. I'm gonna find some of my friends to come and play with me online, and we're going to demonstrate this map, hopefully. I know one of my friends has been having some issues with getting a headset and all sorts of other bits and pieces, but hopefully if we can get him on Skype, we will be testing this arena out soon. Pardon me, or excuse me. These areas under here don't really serve a purpose, they're more just there for design. And then the roof has got lots of glowstone on it, but unfortunately there are just little areas, like I imagine this block here at night, is so far between those bits of glowstone that spiders have been known to spawn there. But apart from that, that is the arena. And this is just the second version. We need to work on the third version, get it a bit more finished before it's ready for public viewing. I might do a construction video, but the next video I want to get out is sampling that arena, and then after that we'll work on the arena where we use these and other new tools that I've learnt since building these two arenas. There are other levels, and I'll just quickly show them. I won't go into a huge amount of detail because we stopped working on this area just because we'd had so many new ideas and we'd learnt what was going on. I'm not quite sure what's going on with the lighting, but this level was intended to be sort of like a mine level, and you'd have to dig your way through the level whilst fighting zombies. And there's the old random weapon box, random block box, and medic box. Medic box done correctly in this area. So yeah, there you go. So this is the sort of viewing point for up here, and the level kind of lights up as you go through it. With the objective to this one is to light up that redstone torch, which will send power to a door over here and power rails that lead to the next level over here. And this is the factory, and I'll show you a quick view of down here, but we never really got to completing the factory. We just had so many new ideas, and this level sort of got a bit boring because I was a bit we'll say creative stricken at this point, being able to only use iron. I tried to keep the level theme sort of similar, so this is sort of like a smelting plant. And I was just so sick of iron that I decided to use glass, but that didn't work really that well. And the objective for this level was going to be there's a piston. Let me see if I can find it. There we go. Or a lever rather. So the objective of this level was to get to there and trigger this. You can sort of see it's going, but there are pistons up in there and up in there, and they stop and control the flow of lava. And we were sort of hoping to get it so that when the lava reached here, the door would open, or the lava would flow in a certain way that revealed a path to the next level. And this would have been the next level over here, which is the crossroads. And the idea behind this one, this is the viewing section up here, and we tried to keep them in theme with the sort of areas. But this is as far as I got on this one, and the idea was that to get to the next area, you were going to have to tunnel out. You was going to have to TNT your way through a sort of caved-in tunnel or caved-in railroad, and then the next area would be the village forest or the floating forest of some kind. So there's like villages in all the trees and that sort of thing, or little huts, and it would go around in a circle. Yeah, the dark forest. But we never got around to completing that because, like I said, we had so many ideas and so many sort of new things. The WAP tower is like our version of the Pack-a-Punch machine. It's Whack-a-Pack, and in these maps, it's sort of the WAP tower sort of serves as the source of all evil. It's where the zombies come from, that kind of thing. And to ultimately win the game, you've got to destroy the core at the centre of the WAP tower. So I said in one of the earlier videos, and I didn't want this video to go on too long because YouTube takes a decade to render some of this stuff. But here was the first note room, and like this sort of explained how you've got to get through all the levels and that kind of thing, and sort of the ideas we had. So once you destroyed the WAP tower, sunlight would flood in and destroy the zombies and that kind of thing. But the original sort of layout for the levels was town, mines, factory, crossroads, dark forest and WAP tower. But then since then we got these new ideas. So Lost Pyramid, Ravine of the Undead and Scarred Desert, they were sort of the newer ones. But then WAP Colosseum, and I'll explain this on the way to the other note room, the WAP Colosseum is sort of the ultimate source of all evil. Where the WAP Tower is sort of just a beacon of the evil, the WAP Colosseum is where it's just going to be like a big arena Colosseum of sorts, circular, sort of like Roman, back in the day Roman, back in the day Roman. Yes, those ancient Romans, and they obviously they built the Colosseums, and they were quite circular, and it's just going to be an all-out death match. But the main objective of that will be to destroy the core or that kind of thing, to get your way through and to get to destroy the... Ooh, I've lost my train of thought. You destroy the core, and that way you sort of win the game, and that's how we're going to try and play this to get all the way to the WAP Colosseum. And here's the updated levels list. So the boot camp and practice arena were sort of the new players who are just sort of getting introduced to the mod, the Tribu mod. And then the 5 first levels, so these are sort of medium levels or normal levels, so Campfire Village, Sunken Mines, Dark Forest, Ravine of the Undead and the WAP Tower. And then once you've done all those, you get access to the sort of harder levels, so the Forsaken Village, Starlight Woods, Forgotten Temple, Scarred Desert, Ancient Pyramid, Blood River, Hellish Gates, and then of course the WAP Colosseum. And we had some ideas for ultra hardcore style zombies, which is where you don't recover health. Yeah, it's going to be sort of like a 750 by 750 box basically, and there are going to be several hundred spawn points at least, or 50, at least 50 spawn points for the zombies. And players are going to be forced to fight each other. But the advantage of this game is you can do all the things that you'd normally be able to do in Minecraft. So you'd be able to craft things and just generally do other bits and pieces. This was the ideas for single levels. So we had the Dark Matter Factory, which is a standalone level, and Sky City, I think, current level in development. That says a lot about what's going on here. Again, just more notes. I prefer to put my notes in Minecraft so I don't have to keep flicking out to a notepad or looking at an actual notepad in real life. I prefer to save them for other sorts of notes. So yeah, that is a brief outline of what we do on this server, and hopefully the next video will be detailing us going through this arena and getting killed by the third wave of zombies. They are quite tyrannical. But yes, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and look forward to the next one. Goodbye!